Is it recording? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Hello.
I'll cut all this off.
Why? You should not. Don't edit. Just put it all in.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hi everyone. Gal from Woolswap. How are you? And I have a special guest today. Yay.
I guess.
Tea Dreyer.
Yes.
Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yep.
Dreyer.
Yep.
Tea Dreyer.
Hi.
She's one of my long-term and very special wool swappers. How long have you been doing wool swap for? Can you remember?
Probably 4 years and longer. No, longer than 4 years. Because how long have I known Noah? About 3. Yeah, must be 5. Let's
5
say
years.
Go for 5. No,
Good
nice
effort.
round number.
And then I discovered she lives in Perth, so when I moved here, we organised to meet, and here we are. And if you like what you see, we'll probably do this again. Woohoo!
Yeah, can't wait.
All right, so just get all the little businessy stuff out of the way. So Woolswap, as you know, or some of you may not know, any new people out there, Woolswap is a yarn matching service that I hold, and I run it every 2 months. And what you do is you open up registrations, and then you pay a small fee, and then I match you up with yarn lovers from around the world, and then you send each other yarn parcels. And I have an example of one to show you later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. Next swap will be open 1st of July, so mark your calendars now. Love to see you on board. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So,
and you can do it internationally or within your own country.
Yeah, so you can do it globally, or you can do it within your own country. So a lot of my wool swappers mix it up. Some do international, some just do it within their own country, depending on what your circumstances are. And with postage, cost of postage is always going that way. Crazy. Anyway, so there's details in the description about Woolswap, so go and check it out. Okay, so we're just basically coming on to have a chat and talk about what we've finished, what we're working on, and any happy mail that we have. So
I don't have any happy mail.
No happy mail. Well, that's okay, because I'll make up for that. I always have happy mail. So, okay, so first, you got finished items?
Are we doing FOs straight away?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's do that.
Were you going to do your item first?
All right, cool. I will. So I've got, as many of you know, I have a million work in progresses, and very seldom will you see a finished item or FO on here. But today I have. So I have been madly working away on my Glow with the Flow, which is a pattern by Stephen West, and
is that who it's by?
Yeah, so I'll put the details. I'll pop the details into the video, and it is just a big, oversized sweater that I love. And all I've done, it's a bit hard to see, but all I've done is
just go back a bit and then turn around. Yeah.
All I've done is just grabbed a whole heap of my leftover 4-ply yarn, because I was living over in Brisbane where the weather was a bit warmer, so I only even knit with 4-ply, but I've moved here to Perth and the weather's discovered it's a bit colder.
Yes.
So I thought,
winter, yeah.
In winter, so I thought I better put something a bit thicker on my needles. So yeah, this took exactly 4 or 5 weeks, which is a record for me. Anyway, I love it. So, and it's
very colourful and very you.
And I haven't taken it off pretty much
at all.
since.
Well, it has gone down in temperature.
Yeah, it's been very cold. Yeah. So that's my finished item. So you?
We're very alike. Peas in a pod, bright, shiny, really dark and moody.
All right, what you got, Tia?
What would you like me to show? Okay,
just whatever you want.
Right. Okay.
What about the beanie you've got on?
Oh no, that's ages ago.
I know.
I have no notes. I don't have any notes on this.
Do you know the pattern?
Nope. I can't remember.
Or the yarn?
Shall I talk about the other beanie that I wrote about?
Sorry, but I love your beanie.
I can do it next time.
Yeah.
I did. Okay. This beanie. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about it. It is, now how do you pronounce that? Musselburgh. Everyone will know about this beanie. It's by Isolde. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yeah.
Isolde, and it's the Musselburgh beanie that everybody has been making, I'm sure. And I am part of, I'm participating in a year-long CAL, which has been organised by Crux Fibres and by the lovely Brittany. And what she's doing is, it's called...
Where's Brittany from? Is she Australian?
No, Canadian. This is all Canadian.
Something new for me.
Yes,
Ooh.
and she does low mileage wool, so she gets her wool fleeces from, I can't remember, Crocus Shepherdess or something like that. Anyway, all right. So I've basically made this beanie, which is made out of... I wrote it all down. Here's my notes. It's alpaca and Gotland, and it's for Neil. And I actually put a picture up on Instagram, and he looks really pretty cool in it. But it's so warm.
I'll put our my Instagram account, but I'll put Tia's down below, so you'll be able to go and follow her.
You'll be able to see my husband. He's modelling. I made two, one for him, one for me, and it's reverse colour. So this one's mine, and his is just the reverse. But it's heavy, squishy, feel.
Oh yeah, very thick.
And very warm. And because he's got no hair, hardly any hair on his head, so it keeps him warm.
And the good thing about that pattern, guys, is if you haven't got it, is you can use whatever yarn you like, because you do gauge as you're knitting.
Yep.
So that's all I'll say. You will have to go and get it.
That's right. And if anyone is interested in joining in these CALs...
Oh, yeah. Me?
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
I have got the hashtags, which we'll probably put down in notes.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can look it up and join in. And it's year long, so it goes all the way through till end of December.
Yay.
Okay, that's one. Have you got anything else?
No, I only have one.
Just one. Okay, so am I doing all mine now then?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Because Tia's a bit more speedy knitter than me.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm actually slow, but I really love knitting, so I do a lot of knitting. I cook a lot of food on a Monday, so that keeps us fed all week round, and then I can just knit after I do all my housework, because in case Neil watches this ever, I do housework.
He'll be the first one to watch.
All right. So I have done some...
Oh, my goodness.
I asked some of my good friends that I've made through Woolswap, that we've stayed mates with, for some patterns for mitts, because I've got... I get really, really cold hands. I get cold body. I just feel the cold really badly. And because I've got low blood pressure as well, so my circulation is pretty rough.
Sure.
So anyway... I don't know if it was Noah that sent me this or one of my other friends, but this is...
Hi, Noah,
if you're watching. I hope you're watching. I'll tell you to watch. But this is a braided fingerless mitts. That's so that I can do knitting.
Do you use a cable needle with that?
Yes, I did. I did use a cable needle. And you know what? I love these mitts so much. But I'm never doing fingerless mitts again, because it's so freaking annoying to do these little things. But they are so warm because I am using Newton yarn. Now, I don't know how many people watching this will know about it, but it's this unspun yarn, and I will show you if I just go to the side here. I did it. This is unspun yarn. I'm sure a lot of people will know about this, but...
So you just knit straight from there?
Yes. It's actually by Anna och I hope I'm saying that right, because I'm terrible in pronouncing Swedish names. But I made them using this doubled. It's just like you can spin it.
Oh, so it's pretty thin, isn't it?
It is. So normally you can knit with it. It's so easy to use.
Does it break?
It does, but the beauty of using Newton is that if it breaks, it doesn't really matter, because look, I'll show you.
Join it back together.
You just knit, and if it breaks, you just put two together. You don't. I mean, you can go like that to join it, but you don't have to. You can just lay it over and just keep knitting. I mean, I made a whole sweater out of this, and it is so light. The sweater is so light, but so warm.
Wow.
I just love it.
And where can you get that from?
Sweden. She has updates.
Sweden.
She has updates once a month. So you can only get it once a month, and the colours aren't repeatable. So whatever they do in a month, they usually come up with about 5 or 6 different colours.
I like that.
And once it's sold out, that's it.
And what size is that?
They are roughly around between 90 and 110 grams. It varies, but very affordable. But it's just they come up with such beautiful colours, and it's so
this
lovely.
Could be dangerous. I think I might have to get some.
I have quite a lot if you want to try some out. But yeah,
oh, my
so that's
goodness.
that. That's those ones.
Yeah, it knits up amazing.
I know, but I'll show you also. I'm making some socks with them as well.
Oh my goodness.
I'll show the finished sock.
What a cute sock bag. Look at that. You have to show them.
I just finished it yesterday. This is one sock.
Oh my God, that's going to be so cozy.
I know.
You have to be in Antarctica to wear that.
No, you just need to be in my house.
And did you knit that from a pattern, or you just...
Yes, I will tell you about the pattern in 1 second, but I just wanted to show you. Can you see that? It's so fluffy. Feel it. Doesn't it feel warm and fluffy?
Yeah.
That's just 2 strands of that nudidin. Now, let me just tell you quickly about this pattern. It's called the Kura sock, and it is by Annalie from Miss Evil Knits. On Instagram, she is evil.knits. It's not actually a pattern per se, but more of a recipe. So she makes some lovely items to wear, and she makes them like obviously for her, and she writes down basic instructions, but it's not a pattern, it's just a recipe. And then you input your numbers and you know, if you want to do different increases and stuff like that.
And that has come from that yarn that you just showed before.
It came. I made them out of this one.
Check this later.
Out of this one, I joined that with a darker colour to make it a little bit more muted, because it's really quite bright. This is more Gale colour.
Well, to me, I think that's not bright enough.
Well, there's brighter. I do have brighter, but I
like it.
They are so
Make
warm.
a good jumper.
And Neil's waiting. Well, Neil got a jumper out of it. I've got a jumper now. I've made my own socks, and he's dying for another pair, so I have to do that as well.
And does it knit up pretty quick? What size needles?
Yeah, this was done on, if I remember correctly. No, I didn't write that down, but that's all right. I do know. It's 3.25 needles. So it just depends on your gauge. I mean, she tells you what needle she uses, but it's up to you what kind of fabric you want. If you want it even thicker, you would go down a size. If you want them looser, more area, you use bigger needles. So that's Wow. So if you have a look at evil.knits on Insta, information will be down.
Yeah, we'll put it all down below.
You can go to her blog and see all the patterns that she makes for herself. They're brilliant. I've made a sweater and obviously the socks, and there's a wonderful beanie.
Does she use this particular yarn?
Yes, and there's a wonderful beanie, and she's got like a vest and a hooded vest, and it's really, really useful items to wear if you're cold.
Yay! Wow.
Yeah. And did you want me to say anything else about anything else?
Do you have any other finished items?
Did you want me to show that one for my son? Well, he won't watch this video, so that's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
He won't? Okay.
No, he won't.
She's been knitting this project for a long time.
Yes, please say that. Yes. Since last year.
Since last year.
Okay.
But it's finished, right?
This sweater, seriously guys, this sweater wasn't a nightmare. I love knitting for my family, don't get me wrong. But the pattern is, for those of you that might have heard, it's called Fossil Frenzy Tea by Mary Hunt. Now this is normally a tee, but I made it into a sweater because my son, I'll just let you know, he's 33 years old. He's going to be 34 soon. He won't be watching this, so it's all right. He's still into dinosaurs, right? He's going to be 34, but he's into dinosaurs.
That's great.
So he said he would love this pattern. Dude, this was done on 2.5 needles.
That's what I knit my socks with.
It killed my hands, but Shall I stand up?
Yep. Dun, da, da, da. Look at that.
Look at that. It's dinosaurs.
It goes all the way around the back
It does.
as well.
Can you see that? It goes all the way around. The same pattern twice around. But this was a t-shirt. I made it into a sweater. I made long sleeves. Put some stripes in, which was great because I had so many ends to weave in. So I hope he freaking likes it because he lives in Canberra on the other side of Australia. So trying it on for fitting was a nightmare because I only see him every 3 months when we fly over. So I'm hoping that it will fit him. If not, I have a very expensive sweatshirt to wear at home because these are not my colours. Well, not the green anyway. The blue is lovely.
Would you?
No, my God, that would fit 2 arms on my Neil.
I'm sure.
No, my Neil is I'm
sure your son will love it.
Oh no, he loves it. I'm hoping it fits him, but he is very skinny, so it should. But 2.5 needles, and this wool, it is. I wanted to tell you what the wool was. What did I say? Oh, it's Zilana Kauri fingering, which is a merino possum silk
From New Zealand.
From New Zealand, but it says it's fingering, but I'm sorry, it knits up more like a sport weight. So that on 2.5 needles took freaking forever.
It's so lovely though.
But it's done, and it's soft, and it's so warm. I've tried it on several times. It's a little bit prickly for me, but maybe it would get softer. Because of the possum. I'm very sensitive. He's tried it and he loves it, but for me, it's a little bit prickly.
One lucky son, eh?
But never again, ever again on 2.5 needles. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
So,
wow, she's outdone. Oh my God. I
forgot to say though, this pattern is a free pattern. It's by Dancing Triceratops Designs. Funny. Dinosaurs. I just realised that.
Got a dinosaur theme happening. Oh yes, wow. So, cool.
So that is my FOs for today.
Yay. Oh my goodness, you've been busy.
Yes. Oh, so I did FO, and I did that Kura sock, which is a whip. So there's another whip, but we can talk about whatever you like.
All right. So I'm going to talk.
Your turn to talk. That's great.
That's all right. So we'll do, now that we're talking whips, as everyone knows, I have a million, so I've only chosen 2 today to show you, and that's 2 that I've been working on constantly. So because I finished this sweater and I kind of wanted something just to cleanse the palette, I'm knitting on 2 things. First one, my lovely Woolswap bag, is a new pattern by Andrea Maury, and it's called
you're doing that cow.
The Embrace Cow. So all it is very simple pattern, but it's 2 lots of fingering, because again that's all I have in my stash is the fingering. 2 lots of fingering held double, and then you just fade it along. So normally when I do these crazy kind of faded sweaters, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I choose the colours randomly as I go. But this time I have actually...
But sometimes that's good. Sometimes they come out really great when you just do random things.
I know, but I'm kind of a bit sick of that. So this time I have in my... Oh, you probably can't see. Oh. No, it's all right. You'll see it as I go along, but I have chosen...
got different colours in there.
I have chosen colours, and I've written them out in which order, so hopefully it's going to come out. So this, you knit and knit and knit it, and then twist it and put it around. So that part's not going to go
That's the newest one that she's just brought out, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll put the details below. But yeah, and it's on big needles for me, 4mm. Yeah, 4mm. And I love it. It's just a real quick knit. So that's my first one. And I've got one more before I let Tia show us all hers.
What am I showing? Again, peas in a pod. Chatty, bright, happy, introvert.
Oh, come on. You love talking.
No.
Okay, so that's that one. And then I decided I wanted to knit a shawl. I'll turn it this way.
The right way around.
So this is, if you hold it that way.
Sure.
This is Travel Mode number 2 by Suzanne Summers. And I think she sauce knits on Instagram. And I've made a couple of her jumpers before, and I also have a hoodie that I've got in my pipeline to make. But this is just a shawl, and it uses 5 colours, and you just randomly do each section, and then without breaking any yarn, well, except the in between. And yeah, I'm loving how it's working out. So it's going to be rectangle.
Oh, so that just keeps going like that in this
so
zigzagging sort of.
You get,
it's almost quilty like.
You get needles that have a giant cable, and you just put the ones you're not working on hold, and go work the next section, and then go back and then knit through. Yeah. So I'm kind of finding it's quite relaxing in front of the old TV knitting this one. So I've just been working on those 2 lately until I get enough courage to go through my work in progresses. And
are they all in a little corner that you can't see in the boxes?
And those 2 boxes down there. Maybe I might do a video where I bring them out and we have a vote on whether I keep knitting or whether I fry them.
Or whether you frog.
No, I want to keep knitting most of them, I think. So yeah, so that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, so and I tried to, these are not normally my colours.
I was going to say, they're a bit subdued for you.
Yeah, but I tried to get similar to what was on the pattern, but without buying any. I didn't buy any yarn. This is all out of my stash. And
that one's nice. I like the speckle in that one.
Yeah, and that's actually by somebody who no longer dyes yarn. Bad Mum, she was called, an American dyer, and I tried to find her again, and yeah, she's still got a website up, but it doesn't look like she's dyeing yarn anymore, so that's unfortunate because she made some really good stuff. And yeah, I couldn't tell you the rest of the stuff, sorry. So yeah.
Cool.
So that's my the only 2 work in progresses I'm going to show.
Okay.
Do you have any others?
I do have one more. Well, I have a couple more at home, but I didn't bring everything down because I didn't know how long we would have. Nobody wants to listen to us for 3 hours.
I don't think so.
I do have one more. It's my Field of Gold sweater, if I can just find it. I'll just throw everything on the floor.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make yourself at home.
Here we go.
And she's got these beautiful bags. Do you make these?
I do.
Oh, isn't she lovely?
This is also using knitted yarn. I just, because it's...
What's it sound like? Oh, sewing things. That's great.
Oh, yeah, sewing. Or you can write quilting thing or whatever. But I'm a quilter as well, so...
Very good.
So, this is my Fields of Gold sweater by Isabella Clark from 100 Acre Wool, and I'm sure a few people have heard that. But I have done some modifications to it. First of all, let me just show you. Wow. So that's that yarn before, the knitted. It's 2 strands in knitted yarn.
2 strands. And what size needles? They look really big ones.
I am using 5mm needles.
5.
Yeah. Which it looks like it's going to be a little bit airy, but it's going to be really warm. I've already tried it and it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it looks really warm.
My modifications to this sweater, the actual... Hang on, I've got a pattern in here. I can show.
I like that. And is that pattern specifically with this yarn?
Yes, it is. But you can anything that uses knitted, and you can use any DK or sport weight or whatever.
Oh, wow.
This is the actual pattern. So can you see how she's got these grass stitches going down like it's a...
Yep.
Well, what I've done is, because I'm a bit busty, I've decided not to have the grass feature on, so I'm just doing like a moss stitch. She's got moss stitch in there, and I decided to do the moss stitch for the whole front because I didn't want those big wheat. Well, they're actually wheat grass that just goes all the way down, and it'll go right over my boobs. I didn't really want that.
I like what you've done though.
It's just subdued.
Cool.
Yeah, so, and also she's got it all in the one colour, whereas I like to add a little bit of different modification, like different colour for the neck, and I'll probably do the same for the end of the sleeve and also for the hem.
And did you use the same? Is that neutered in
It's
as well?
also neutered in,
goodness.
yeah. But also, but her, like she's got a ribbing pattern on the bottom. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it like scalloped.
Scalloped?
Scalloped, is that how you say it?
Yep.
Ethnic. I can't always pronounce everything. Scalloped.
Scallops, like scallops.
Yeah. So that's
the
that
shell
shape.
of the scallop.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I don't know yet. Maybe.
Oh, well,
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll be able to follow your progress.
Sure thing. Yes. So that is my last whip. Yes. I've got a blanket at home, but I wasn't going to bring that because that would have been 3 containers.
Yeah, she came in with the whole heap, but it's great. Okay, cool. All right, well, now I'm going to talk about Happy Mail.
Okay.
Tia said she didn't have any.
I did. Not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming, but not yet.
Yeah, so I got a few things in the mail, but I'm just going to talk about a couple of them. And also I got... So whenever, with Woolswap, whenever I get an uneven number of swappers, I join in because I love Woolswap, obviously. As you can see, I've got a big stash of yarn behind me. And so I joined in the March one, and I swapped with Yvonne from Switzerland. And it was quite funny. I didn't know but at the time, but she actually used to live here in Perth. And her kids live here. She's got
they're still here, aren't they?
Yeah, she's got adult kids that live here. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, we decided on how much yarn we were going to send. So this is a big tip too for wool swappers. And please, if you're new to Woolswap, please make sure you try and remember this, that you should always contact your wool swapper, yes. Keep in contact with them, and then decide how much yarn you're going to send, because there's nothing worse than some people might be very generous, some people might not only want to send 1 skein of yarn, but some people send 6, and then if you send 6 and you get 1 back, people get upset.
So it's always a good idea to, right at the beginning, you talk about a little bit and get to know each other, and then straight away work out what you're both comfortable with so that you know.
So we decided that we would swap 5 skeins. So we both kind of gave each other the name of patterns that we wanted to knit. And, and then just colours, and then that was it. So it's free reign. So I got... She hasn't got hers yet, but it's sitting in the Swiss Customs. So
really?
It's been there for about a week, Customs. So come on, hurry up. Swiss
what did you
Custom.
put in there? Coffee?
No.
Oh.
But anyway, mine came this week, so exciting. So let me just...
Do you want me to put it on my lap so you don't have to bend down? Would that help you?
No. I'll just get rid of all this other stuff, because I do have a few other things in here. First of all, she gave me this beautiful bag.
Oh, wow. Really? That's amazing.
Look how big it is.
It's huge.
So I was meant to be going away, a little staycation in the city of Perth this weekend, so I was going to take that. So
that's
and
beautiful.
It's got loads of big pockets in there.
Yeah.
And look how much stuff it fits in there.
Tons and tons.
So she said she gave me a bigger bag because at the time we were corresponding, I was going camping, and she said, it's a great bag to put all your knitting in, and you can put a few projects in there. So without further ado, I'll just...
How about I just hold that here this way?
Yep. It's so big. So we decided on 5 skeins each. So I asked her for DK weight because I thought because it's colder here, it might be my opportunity to start build up
stashing
DK
yeah.
or 8-ply if you're from this side of the world. So she said she was originally going to go to a yarn festival in Switzerland, but the week before she got sick, so she couldn't go, so she was going to get me something from there. But anyway, her second choice was from one of her favourite indie dyers, and they're actually from...
I've heard of them. They do amazing colours.
Oh my goodness, I'd never heard of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's called Wild Atlantic Yarns, and they're actually from Donegal in Ireland.
Yeah.
And check that out. Now, these are so my colours.
They dye some amazing colours.
Yeah, so I've already been on their website and went, oh,
Yeah.
because I get so excited when I come across yarn that I've never seen before. So this is Neve DK, and it's 50% superwash merino and 50% silk.
Oh.
Feel it? Oh my god! So she gave me
Wow.
5 skeins of these. So I think I'm going to. Ages ago, I knit this pattern called In the Tweeds, and I'll probably wear it one day if you haven't seen it. I think I'm going to knit that pattern, but just in plain, all this, because I don't know how it will knit up either, whether it's going to be speckled or stripes or I don't know.
It looks like it's going to do like
Variegated.
Yeah, but it's more stripy because you've got dark and then light. So as you're going around it.
Yeah, so
Gorgeous.
So I was over the moon. I was like, oh my goodness.
It's so soft.
So I guess with the silk, it's going to help it drape quite nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
So super excited about that. And then, because 5 skeins wasn't enough for her, and I actually did sneak in an extra couple for her as well.
As you do.
She gave me, she knows I knit socks. And she did disclaimer say, oh, I know these aren't your colours, but I'm sure you've got male friends that you can knit them for. So she gave me a couple of these.
That's right. They're the funny ones where you...
So these are the Regina Perfect, and they have this yellow thing here so that you can get 2 matching socks.
Yep, exactly the same.
Yeah, so I'll have to look into that.
For someone that's symmetrical, that would be...
Yeah, where I just have odd bods. I never match mine. So those 2. And then she's given me... Sorry, I'm just...
The bag's full.
Oh my goodness. She's given me... I think that's all. Can I see one more? No. She gave me 3 little mini skeins. And these must be Swiss dye... Oh, can't even pronounce it. 4 ply, 20 grams. So these are my colours for sure. So these will be good for colour work.
No, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that.
So they must be, I can work out that they're 75% merino superwash.
Yep, nylon.
25% nylon, and that probably says hand dyed.
Yep, hand. Yep.
Hand something.
Oh yeah, and farbered. Yeah.
So yeah. So
Dying.
very spoiled indeed.
That's beautiful.
And wait, there's more.
But wait.
This cute little card she made.
Did she make that?
Oh. So cute.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then she got me this little, how cute's this little thing?
Chickens.
I'd love to have some chickens, but...
Me too.
So this is
I've
great.
been waiting 25 years, so I don't think it's ever going to happen.
And then 2 cute little notebooks that will go with that. So that's exciting. I love notebooks. And...
I do love that. It's cute.
Some hand balm.
Is it focusing?
No.
That's because our faces are there, so it's focusing on us.
I'll bleep this out. Soap. It's called the Soap Diary. It's actually from the Lakes District in the UK.
What about if you try like that and put your faces?
Give it a go. It's meant to autofocus. I can bleep all this out.
Okay.
And a couple of extra things. So she said she got me some nice little sparkly buttons for next time I make a cardigan. And some a set of postcards. There's a couple of different ones in there, but I'll just show the handmade because she knows I love mail. And that's it, I think.
That's good.
Oh, and some tea. Sorry, she got me some tea. And it's called Woman's Tea or something. And I have no idea what's in it, but I have tried it.
Oh, that's a little sampler for Wild Atlantic yarns.
Yeah, a little sampler.
That's really cool.
Feels like that yarn that you've got.
Yeah. A tiny taste saucer.
Concord Gathering.
I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the base.
Yeah, so how exciting is that? So if anyone's looking for ideas for obviously yarn, a little bit of hand cream is great, little project bags,
chocolate, coffee,
tea, needles, buttons, stitch markers, you name it.
Magazines.
So, yeah, magazines, books. Some people put books in. Some people make handmade things.
Yep. Project
bags.
That's awesome.
So, isn't that? I'm so stoked.
Awesome.
And the bag.
I love the bag. The bag is awesome.
Bag's beautiful.
Really cool.
So I'm going to be using it as a knitting bag and also an overnight bag, I reckon.
It fits tons in.
I know. So excited.
It's like linen too, which is or canvas.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah.
So now I'll just do a couple of extra happy mails and so that was the last. So also, you've probably been following me, I was subscribing to a local indie dye called Rainbow and Sprinkles, and she does mainly bright colours, striped yarn. Anyway, so once a month she had a I don't think she has it going anymore, but it was a knit and sip one where you get a skein of yarn, a matching contrast yarn, and a little bottle of gin.
Actual alcohol. Oh, I did see that on the site.
Yeah. So this is April, so I'm a little bit behind. Always comes in a nice pink box.
I'm getting distracted by the birds.
Oh yeah. That'd be nice. So this is April's colourway. It's called Closing Time. And it's 4-ply, 85 merino, 15% nylon. So they're going to make some good socks. What's going on there? There we go. Look at that. That's it. Yeah, see how it's... And...
Where's the alcohol? Have you drunk it already?
No, I haven't. And this is a little bottle of...
Is it always gin?
Yep.
So it's all different gins?
Yep. But I think she stopped this one.
I'm a vodka rum girl.
Oh, sorry, I should have opened this before I came on. So this one is from Lord Howe Island. They're all Australian ones, and it's wild lemon and hibiscus. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it likes to do some and not others. Anyway.
We have had none of this?
No. No alcohol.
That would be dangerous.
So I think I'm up to April, May. I think May is my last one. So next video I'll show you the May one, which has already arrived obviously because we're now in June. And then I forgot to mention before, we're going to do a giveaway. Yay! But I've got one more thing to show you before you...
They're so cool.
So my lovely friend Tia here bought me a gift as she came in.
It's just to say hello, welcome to Perth.
I love Yarny friends. So anyway, it's in a nice little black and white spotty bag. So I'm going to open it live on camera. See what happens.
This was really hard, stash diving, you know, because I just love bright colours.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to just tip it out. Oh my goodness.
I think the stripy one is pretty cool.
Oh my goodness. This is amazing.
So these will make some nice socks, I reckon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
To be fair, she did give me this gorgeous yarn when we first met, and it was beautiful. I can't remember who it was. New Zealand.
Some New Zealand stuff.
But it was
Nicola.
Just
the owner of the Ashford
Crafts.
That's
it, yes. And it was this beautiful. I should have actually bought it if I thought about it.
Oh, that's right.
It was beautiful, really neutral colour, just up my alley.
So where I grew up in New Zealand is a little place called Ashburton, and if there's any spinners out there. You probably heard of them because they make the Ashford spinning wheels and looms, and they're very famous for that. So, but attached to that is a yarn store, and it was actually a girl I went to school with owns it, and she very kindly gifted them to me. So I had a whole heap, and I thought that was Tia's colours.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I wanted to give her something. So yeah,
Ashford. I'd actually like to get us a loom and a spinning wheel, but that's a rabbit hole.
You don't want to go down.
I don't know if I really want to go down.
So we thought that because it's our first video together, and hopefully we haven't bored you too much, we do a giveaway. So these are actually out of my stash, but they are a local Western Australian indie dyer called the Handy Knitter Yarn Co. So what you're going to get... Oh.
And it's very soft.
Yeah,
and squishy.
It's 100% superwash merino 4-ply and hair dyed in Western Australia. So you're going to get 2 of these, and there will be instructions down below on how to enter, and a winner, if you follow the instructions properly, a winner will be drawn randomly.
Awesome.
And then I'll pop this in the post to you. It'll be open worldwide, so don't fear if you're watching us from overseas somewhere. You'll have the chance to enter.
I like the label.
Yeah, the
It's
label's
sheep,
pretty
isn't
cool.
it?
It's a sheep.
I can't see a thing without my glasses. I think it's sheep.
Having issues with the autofocus today. There we go. So it's a sheep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a lovely blue.
Yeah, it's like an aqua.
A little bit bright, but...
Santorini is the name. So if anyone's been to Santorini...
because of the waters.
Yeah, it's a good name. So yeah.
Nice.
Giveaway. So yeah, I don't know. Got anything else you want to share with the peeps?
I've only got projects that are coming up, but we can do that another time. Or do you want me to show one?
Maybe show one.
One? All right.
And then I can show one.
Right. Douglas Cardi or Felix? I'll do Felix. I'm going to do it. Everyone knows about the Felix. I'm sure I don't have to really say much about the Felix. Everyone knows it, but it's by Savory Knitting. But anyway, I'm repurposing yarn. I started a sweater using Fibre for the People, which is in America, yarn, and it's this gorgeous dark navy with pops of colour. Is it focusing? It's not focusing.
There it is.
There we go. It's really, really lovely and soft. And I'm going to pair it with Knitting for Olive. No?
That's
There we
right.
go.
I can put some pictures in there.
Okay, it's having a hard time.
That's
It's Knitting for Olive. The beautiful soft silk mohair, deep petroleum blue it's called. And I'm going to pair that together and make a Felix.
Wow, pretty cool.
So it's going to come out like a DK.
Yep.
And it's going to be nice and
Oh,
fluffy.
so this is
That's fingering.
fingering.
But
Yep.
it still feels, because I've repurposed it and I've actually washed it and
Yep. Wound it back
wound it, it feels more sport weight rather than fingering. But pair this together and it'll be like a DK. So I can't wait.
Perfect.
But I wasn't allowed to put anything on the needles until I finished that sweater for my son, which took me almost a year.
Oh,
So yeah.
So you're a monogamous knitter?
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not, but I wanted to get that done because that was
Definitely
promised. That was promised for his birthday last October, and he's getting it in July when we fly over in a few weeks. So I really wanted to get it done because I was getting really stressed about the sizing and is it going to fit, and I was just breaking out in my face because I was just sweating over it. So I really wanted to get it done. But no, I like to have socks on the needle and a sweater and a shawl and I'm also working on a blanket which is like no thinking knitting, you know, it's when you're watching cycle racing or footy.
It's good to mix it up, I think.
Something that you don't have to think about, you just knit.
For sure. That's
Stop and knit.
Well, one of my work in progresses on its way is in this lovely bag from our lovely friend Patty from New Hampshire in the States.
Patty, if you're watching this,
Patty.
flippin' awesome. Love it.
So thank you, Patty.
Is it llamas?
Llamas, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to knit the Coast Away Raglan by...
Coastal? Coast Away.
Coast Away Raglan by Tiff Nealon. I have knitted one of her other patterns before and quite liked it. Anyway, I got on the bandwagon with this Hedgehog Fibres Tweedy.
Like it.
And chose this colour. Here we go.
I love the dark version of that. It's so gorgeous. It's like a black.
Yeah.
With little
so
bits
it comes in a few different of the muted colours you like.
Yeah. But it's not. They don't have that many. It's just. I think it's just like four.
I think
they've
just released
colours.
a new one.
Yeah, but the black is just.
So the pattern's written for this yarn because this is made by Hedgehog Fibres, and it is 50% folk land merino wool, 37.5% recycled wool, and 12.5.
Oh, thread waste.
Of thread waste.
Yeah, that's
now,
cool.
I really wanted to buy it because of that as well, because I think that's very cool. And also, you can, on their website,
little pops.
you can, here's my little, it's so all the extra pops are like little bits of stuff like this. So what they're asking is for people to send them in, and I think if you send in 200 grams you get a $10 voucher to spend with them. So I'm actually going to save all mine up. It's going to take ages to get to 200 grams, I reckon. Or maybe not, but I've just got this little champagne glass. So I'm collecting. So if you're ever wondering what to do with all your little threads, hang on to them. Don't throw them out.
But you got to send it to Ireland.
Yeah, you got to send it to Ireland though, but 200 grams is not much. Won't weigh much. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like the pops of colour.
Yeah, so
even I like that.
And the colourway is Connemara. But don't pretend that's in an Irish accent. Don't know. Nice. And then it's on the pattern. It's got that yarn and then contrast. And I'm going to use
spin cycle, don't they? She uses spin cycle.
She uses spin cycle. And I would love some spin cycle, but yeah, it's a little bit pricey for us here because of the
$50.
Yeah, the American exchange rate, and $50 is way over the budget for yarn. Me personally. So I'm using. I'm going to use these two, which were sent to me by one of my wool swappers from Auckland a few months back.
Vintage Pearls.
Vintage Pearls is a yarn dye from Dunedin. It's come untwisted. And this is a lovely colour. This is Mirage. God. Mirage.
Oh, okay.
This one is hand dyed by my wool swapper, so not sure, didn't have any labels or tags or anything. So, but I think they're going to go good with that.
This is actually a really nice yarn. See this, the vintage pearls. That's the green that's in the sweater for my Alex.
The dinosaur one.
And it comes up really beautiful and soft and fluffy.
Yeah, it looks like it's got good stitch definition.
Yeah, it's really nice to knit with.
Yeah, so that's awaiting. But that I can't touch this until maybe I finish one of these shawls or something else. I don't know. You never know. Probably I'll have started.
You need one of everything. You need a sweater, socks, blanket.
Yeah, good point.
Hat, cowl.
Maybe I might cast on this afternoon. Good point.
One of everything, because you don't know what you're going to feel like. You don't always feel like doing, the one thing.
I do have a million sweaters there already started. All right, folks. Well, I guess we've rambled on for,
How long?
50 minutes.
Oh, I was going to say, did we make an hour?
And the camera's still going, so that's good. All right, so we'll wrap it up.
Yes. Thank you for bearing with me. This is my first time on a podcast.
Didn't she do great?
No, I don't know.
And please comment below if you want her to come back.
No.
Because I think we're going to do it on a regular basis.
Oh my God, seriously? I have to get more notes then so I can actually talk properly about stuff.
Oh my God, you did amazing. Look at me bumbling along. Anyway, thank you to all the subscribers out there and new ones. I did go on today and I noticed I had a few more subscribers, so thank you very much, because that helps me get seen on YouTube. So you know what to do: share, like,
and join in Woolswap.
Yeah, and don't forget Woolswap. Join in first of July.
You make wonderful friends.
Yes, you do.
That is what I forgot to mention, that I've been like part of Woolswap for 5 years, and I've made 4 wonderful friends from that time that we still talk constantly and swap parcels every year.
And these are friends overseas as well, aren't they?
I got 2 in America, 1 in France, 1 over in Victoria. But yeah, it's just brilliant. Love it.
Cool.
Hi, Noah.
Noah, did you say?
Noah,
yeah. Noah's one of our friends.
Noah, there's a parcel coming your way too.
Stay tuned. All right, folks. Well, stay safe out there. Happy knitting, crocheting, weaving, spinning.
Nice to meet you all.
And yeah, thanks to Tia for popping in. But
Thanks for having me.
I think she's going to be a regular occurrence. And don't forget to enter the giveaway to win this beautiful yarn. I'll put the instructions will be below.
Awesome.
All right.
That's enough to make a tea.
Okay. Bye for now.
See you later.